You've got a game. Happy birthday, we should say first of all, because I know it was your birthday yesterday. To celebrate, you get a game.
We do, yeah. One we're looking forward to. Obviously, it's been a bit of an extended break that we didn't choose to have. Yeah, obviously, looking forward to it coming around pretty quick and fast.
Does it make you a fan or not a fan of a midwinter break? Because you've effectively had one.
I think from a long-term point of view, I think a winter break would do the game good, but ultimately from a supporter's point of view, there is a tradition that over that festive period, it's time off work, getting to watch the football, having a few drinks. So I get both sides of it. But from our point of view, like I say, we're just raring to go, chomping at the bit. And
has it given you a chance to try and get on top of some of the injuries on that front?
I think it has, but I think the issue with some of the injuries that we've got, they don't seem to be like your 7 to 10 day type injuries. If you look at the amount of time that Frex has had out this season, Michael at different times, and obviously now Bruno, and obviously Bozzy, they've been good substantial injuries where it's been probably 6 to 8 weeks with a lot of them.
People often talk about the game of football about being about rhythm and getting in a rhythm. Do you feel you might struggle to get straight back into that?
Possibly. I mean, obviously, we don't know what's going to happen, do we? I mean, obviously, the first 20 minutes is going to be key on Saturday. They've had quite a few games recently, as recent as Tuesday night. I'd say it'll be at like the third week before, I suppose, when we get the opportunity to go and have a go at Burton on Saturday. Hopefully we'll come, raring and coming out of the blocks really quick and fast. I'm imagining that will be the case, because if the players are anything like I am, they'll be desperate to, get back into it and look forward to the games that we've got ahead.
I appreciate this isn't a home game, it's an away game, but I said to you beforehand, by the time you play at home next week against Tranmere, 3 seasons ago you'd have had 5 games in the 2-month period you haven't had a home league game. 2 seasons ago doing 3, last season 4. That's a lot of games to be. I appreciate you're going to come and play them at some stage, but even if you took a pessimistic view and said it was a point a game, that's quite a difference to where you are now. Yeah,
it is, and to be fair, that the home form has been okay since I've been here. We've had some good performances. Obviously, our last home game was the replay against Ipswich, and I know it didn't go for us right at the end, but the performance on the night was good. We just couldn't hit the back of the net. And you'd like to think that, most teams do pick up more points at home than they do away from home. And obviously with the great support that we've got here and how difficult we can make it for the opposition at times, we are looking forward to getting that opportunity down the line to having more home games.
Strikes me Burton have done an incredible job to be with that. I know they've got St George's Park as an inbuilt advantage, if you like, but nonetheless, not the biggest of supported clubs in terms of numbers, but to have maintained a position, in fact got up to the Championship for a season as well, is an incredible job by everyone at that club, isn't it?
It is, and to be fair, obviously, Nigel knows the club really well. It's a club that he's managed now over 2 periods for a long time, and he's got a squad of players that are very experienced, but they've got a good balance. They've got a good balance of experience and youth, and there is legs in the team as well. There's pace in certain areas. They're a difficult side. I mean, I watched them the other night, and even when they were down to 10 men, they were the dominant side for the majority of the game, and they looked like the side that was always going to win the game, which is testament when obviously you're down to 10 men.
And you're taking a big supporter as usual. I mean, you should never take it for granted, but 1,100 I think last time I heard already bought tickets to the game.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic, and they're probably desperate for the game just as much as we are, So I can sense that, and I feel that. Since I've been at the football club, and it's something I've been aware of before even coming here, that, we've got great support, and, we're going to need that over the festive period. You look at some of the games we've got over Christmas and January, we're playing all the top sides in the division, but, I see that more exciting rather than something to be concerned about.
I was going to say, you've gone from famine, haven't you? You've all the way through to, if you like, January the 4th and Sunderland away. It's sort of feast, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it is, and it's the same for everybody. So, we're just part of, what is going to be, a pretty busy period for everyone. Lots of games to look forward to, some good away trips to look forward to, but more important, like you've alluded to already, we've got some good home games that we certainly can't wait for.
Do you think that in the second half you could have a slight advantage given that you haven't played as many games recently?
I don't know, you have to ask the physical boys that, you know, there's an argument to say that because we haven't played that we might drop off a little bit, so don't really look at it too much. Depends on the state of the game, whether we're going to be, you know, up in the game or sort of trying to chase the game. No two games of football are the same, and I think, you know, if you're leading, you've got something to hang on to, and your energy levels are right up there. But at the same time, if you're behind in a game, there's always the team that are chasing, trying to get that goal. So, yeah, we'll find out on Saturday. I'd like to think that we've kept on top of the players. We've kept their fitness levels as high as we possibly can, and try to keep them as sharp as we possibly can. So, let's see what happens on Saturday.
To build on what Michael just said, what message have you got? I think we're up to 1,300 plus now going on Saturday, as you seek to become City's first manager ever to beat Burton Albion at all, and to get the first point ever at Burton as well. What message you got for the travelling faithful?
No, I mean, I think from our point of view, I can absolutely assure you that, you know, the players and staff are chomping at the bit just as much as our fans will be for Saturday's game, because it has been a long time. There has been an opportunity for us to, you know, regroup, and hopefully, you know, we'll come back really, really strong after this period that we've had out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was yours.
Cian, there's been a bit of a break since the last game. Has it been beneficial, do you think?
Yeah, probably a little bit of a blessing in disguise, really. Obviously, the manager's had a lot of time to kind of get his tactics and ideas across to us. And I think it's been a really good 2 weeks, getting some good work in.
Did you also take a bit of a break yourself? Did the players get a chance to go away, or was it basically working?
Yeah, well, we've worked really hard during the week, and we've had the last two weekends off. So we've worked obviously really hard during the week, and then had a couple of days with the family over the weekend. So it's been nice.
I mean, we all have breaks in the summer, but it's a bit weird though, isn't it, having a break like a weekend off in the winter?
Yeah, it was a little strange. That you don't really know what to be doing on a Saturday. It's a bit of a strange feeling not having a game, not preparing for one. But yeah, like I said, it was nice to kind of get away and switch off as well mid-season.
And the league position, and that not massively affected, despite the fact that a lot of other teams have been playing.
Yeah, no, well, it's obviously pleasing that obviously we haven't dropped down too many more places with not having a game. So obviously we need to start looking up as well. So
I guess the obvious question is, do you think you'll feel sharper going into the game, having had a bit of a layoff, or the other thing that people often then throw? Do you feel like you're a bit rusty? I suppose you won't know until you start playing.
Yeah, no, well, like I said, we've been working very hard at the training ground, so I don't think we'll feel too rusty going in. Obviously, we've been working on a lot of things, so it's hopefully it'll feel beneficial going into the game with the 2 weeks off.
Defensively, Lincoln's performances under Michael Appleton, if you look at the goals conceded, there's been a real marked improvement in the work that the defence have done. Can you give us an idea of the sort of things that you worked on?
It's kind of a bit of everything. Like, obviously, we've come in. It's kind of different every day, which is good. You're working on different things, working on structures, working on shape. So it's obviously a lot of it's based on unit work. So obviously you're in your units all the time. And you obviously just, I think, like I said, it's just different every day. But it does.
And by units, do you mean like the centre halves or that sort of
Yeah,
thing?
back four midfielder, working as an 11, working as a 4, working as an 8. It's like I said, as a unit. So it's an 11-man thing, not just the back four and the goalkeeper. It's a team thing.
Yeah, and I guess it gives you, if you can be good defensively, at the very least it will always give you a point, won't it, if you can keep clean sheets?
Yeah, obviously we haven't really kept many. Like I said, we've not been conceding too many goals, but at the same time we would like to keep more clean sheets and obviously start scoring a little bit more goals as well. So I kind of think we've been playing well, but we also want to improve all over as well.
Burton, a team that generally do reasonably well considering the size of the club they are.
Yeah, no, like I said, they've been fantastic during the championship not too long ago, and obviously they've got a good manager, got some good players, so it's obviously going to be another tough test.
And what about yourself, enjoying your time? I mean, obviously it's coming around to the 1 year anniversary, if I'm right in thinking.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been great. Obviously, to end last season the way we did was special, and obviously I'm a lot more settled now as well, which is pleasing. And obviously I'm starting to get a run of games, and obviously I was really enjoying my time here.
I think sometimes people underestimate that, don't they? That time to settle in, because they think you're all machines and you turn up and you play football, whereas you've got family, you've got kids probably as well. You need time to settle in.
Yeah, no, obviously when I first came down, you're kind of living out with a suitcase for the first 6 weeks or so, and it was difficult in a way, but obviously it's part of the job really, so you kind of get on with it. But yeah, no, obviously I've moved down, I've got a house, and it's obviously beneficial now.
And just finally, I get a sense from the manager and the players that you feel you're better than your league position, but I guess now with so many games coming quickly, hopefully you can put that right and look in a more sort of safe mid-table position.
Yeah, like we said, like the performances have been very pleasing over the last couple of weeks, but obviously the results haven't. So obviously, hopefully in the busy period coming into Christmas, we can get some positive results and push up the table.
Cian, it's only our third visit ever to the Paris Stadium Cities. Have you had any previous visits there?
Yeah, no, I've played there a few times. To be fair, I've nicked a goal back in my youth, but yeah, no, it's a good ground to play. Obviously, like I said, it'll be a tough test. Obviously, they've been in this league for a number of years now, obviously in the higher division as well, so obviously it'll be another tough test for us.
Thank you very much.
Sorted.